everybody, here is Nuke with the one and only Gnimsh. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I'm enjoying the event. Hosting right now, I'm on a short break, but then I'm going back and we're going to have an amazing top 4 and the final.
Oh man, the games are awesome at this DreamHack tournament. How are you enjoying your stay here?
I'm enjoying it very much. Like, it's my third time at DreamHack Bucharest, and it's like I know my way around. Like, I know how to travel with taxi. I'm staying in the Intercontinental, so I really like Bucharest and being here with all the people. I also know the teams because I've worked with them before, the production teams.
Yeah.
And I'm having a lot of fun. Like, it's the second time I'm hosting the event. The first one I was a player. But yeah, it's great. Like, the atmosphere is great, and it's not the biggest DreamHack, like, because it's not DreamHack Winter or DreamHack Summer. But still, I think the atmosphere, like, everybody's having fun. People are watching different esports, and it's great.
Yeah, it's really a multi-gaming event, and Hearthstone is really getting the place it deserves. It's the best, one of the best games there are. Whatever, my English is terrible.
It's fine.
So you've been to Bucharest before. Do you enjoy the city? What do you think about it?
Yeah, it's like I didn't see that much of the city. I'm mostly traveling to the event from the hotel, and I've been walking around the hotel a bit. So we found a couple of cool restaurants, and I really like Romanian cuisine. Like, there is this one big restaurant which is really, like, I think 3 floors, it's wooden, and they serve like soup and bread. So a lot of cool stuff, really good food. So yeah, like the middle of Bucharest that we are in. I'm not even sure if we're in the middle of Bucharest, but the area where we're staying is actually fantastic.
I see. If you had any chance to go out of the venue here, you could see like beautiful parks and alleys with it's a little piece of heaven. Just I don't know if you come to Bucharest, just check it out. All right, so okay, let's start with some general questions about you, about how you first started gaming. What was your first touch with gaming?
My first touch with gaming, oh my god, like the computer games or like other games? Like
whatever. Your first touch, the game that got you into like wanting to be a player.
All right, so I have 2 younger brothers, but mostly like my younger brother, which is younger than me by 3 years. We played a lot of games. Like my father instilled this competitive spirit into me, so I always wanted to compete against my father. I wanted to compete against my brother. So we played a lot of card games, like normal card games when we were kids. Then we played board games, and we started playing computer games. I started really early because like my first computer games were like in 1991. Like, I was playing Prince of Persia, like the first version.
I see.
But then like I played Warcraft 1, and Warcraft 1 really got me into fantasy setting. Like, with Warcraft 1, Orcs and Humans, I was so young that I was calling Warcraft Blizzard, because there was a Blizzard logo, so I thought like, oh, this game is called Blizzard, I'm playing Blizzard. And but that was actually Warcraft Orcs and Humans. And after that, I got really into gaming. And my competitive spirit was created when I was playing card games, mostly Magic the Gathering, and then World of Warcraft card game as well. And with World of Warcraft card game, I actually got to be like a pro player. I started traveling a lot and playing cards. Wow. And then with Hearthstone, it was like only natural. Like, when Hearthstone got released, I was like, all right, I'm just jumping on it.
So you're a Magic the Gathering player before anything else. What was your favorite deck and playstyle in this game?
In Magic the Gathering, I was always a green player. Like, I was playing Stompy decks, like really a lot of green creatures, just attacking, Overrun, which is buffing the whole board, and you like Bloodlust and just go and attack. And I really like combo decks as well, mostly like green-blue. So a lot of stuff. Like, I really like combo decks that kill your opponent at turn 2 or turn 3.
Wow, yeah. What edition did you start playing, by the way?
I started playing with Ice Age. Like, Ice Age was actually, like, it was 5th edition, so it was 1996, 1997.
I see.
So Ice Age was actually rotating out, and we were starting with 5th edition, and there was Tempest. So, like, I really enjoyed Tempest expansion and Urza's Cycle as well. Yeah. So Urza's Saga Legacy. And then I continued playing for, like, I think 6 years, and I had to drop because I had to study more, and then I focused on Diablo and other games.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's move on to Hearthstone. Yeah, this is your current career. This is what you've chosen to do now. You say card games are your passion, I guess.
Yeah.
From Magic the Gathering to World of Warcraft, I had a friend. He's actually behind the camera. He was playing. He really wanted to play Rogue, and he bought a starter pack with a Rogue. and he wanted to play something else. He really wanted to do something different and want to play another pack. And then he gets a rogue as well, and he says, "Fuck, I'll play a rogue." All right. So, how did you start playing Hearthstone? How did you get into the community? What were your first steps in Hearthstone?
So my first step was that when Hearthstone was announced, I was super excited because I knew that World of Warcraft card game was dying out, and we knew that it will be discontinued. So that like Blizzard would say, "All right, no more World of Warcraft card game." So I knew like, all right, I'm not going to go to the World Champs this year. They are probably cancelled. So I started reading more about Hearthstone, and I really enjoyed Hearthstone as a game. So when Hearthstone got released, I tried to get into beta, and it was really hard. Like I was spending evenings to get the beta key, which I didn't. So I spent more evenings. But finally, around I think October, I got the beta key and I started playing. I invested into the game like instantly because I knew that in card games, if you want to be at the top, you just have to invest, to spend some money, and then get every card you need. And I started playing tournaments just like instantly, and developed the NA account as well. So I had both. And my first biggest win was on my birthday. I think it was like 2 years ago. Wow. It was still beta. It was an MLG NA tournament for like 200 people, and I won that. That was pretty cool. But then overall, like I was working mostly with ECOP, and we met Artoses, and Artoses won BlizzCon, so we had this group of people. We called it Doggy House, and then we got the ESGNs. Yes. It was a long process.
I had the chance to speak with ECOP on the first day of this event, and he was a really cool guy. He's a nice sport. Maybe people like don't know. There are a lot of bad comments about ECOP on the internet, but people don't know this guy. He's really cool. You should believe me. I have spoken to him in person. And
I can confirm. Really cool. It's like he is acting like he is. His act is weird a bit. Let's say like he's aggressive kind of, but then normally he's a really nice guy and a good friend.
Yeah, sure. All right, so. You've been a pretty successful Hearthstone player, but lately we've been seeing you more into the casting side of things. How did you make the switch, and how do you enjoy the new path your career is taking?
So it started at the Millennium Cup in France. I was casting with Amaz at the Millennium Cup, Amaz Gara, and I really liked casting at the time. And after that, I got a deal with VGVN, and I casted that tournament with Frodan. And I started to get more and more into casting. And the thing is, like, I did both. Like, I did play as a pro player and I did cast as a caster. But then you can't really do both. And I had to choose which I want to do more. Casting is more stable. And I really like casting because I talk a lot and I can talk a lot about the games. Like, when you're casting the tournament, when you're hosting the tournament, you can talk about all the games. Like, you enjoy all the games and you're on the front lines. And also, there's a bit less RNG because, like, I'm getting paid for the event. So I can sustain myself because right now I'm fully esports. Like I live from Hearthstone. I don't have a side job.
The dream.
Yeah, that's the dream. So you have to like continue doing that. As a pro player, I really enjoy being a pro player. I played at Seed Story Cup recently. I had some good scores. I almost got to the top 8. Like Lothar defeated me, but then I 3-0'd RDU, I 3-0'd Powder. So I still feel like I have the skills to play the game. But then I enjoy doing both, and I'm still playing a lot, like laddering and streaming. But then casting is actually amazing.
Yeah, there is this different appeal to casting, like to invest your time and talk about the game, make assumptions, make things obvious for the viewer, so he can feel the excitement. You know, it is coming from people's decks and stuff. All right, so let's move on to DreamHack Bucharest this year and your thoughts on the tournament so far.
I absolutely love it. So on the first day we had 36 players. We cut those players to 8. We had 2 group stages. We have Stanislav Sivka who advanced. We had Powder who advanced. Maverick and Best Marmota from Millennium. So the people who advanced, they are not random people. Those guys are really great at the game. And they are playing all those tournaments, those qualifiers. So 8 people advanced from on Friday to Saturday. Yesterday we had top 16, so 8 invites versus 8 qualified players. Yeah. It was actually not a group stage, it was single elimination. So yesterday it was 8 versus 8. The qualified players from Friday versus the invited players from Saturday. And only 2 invited players made it to today. Only Colento and Firebat actually won versus the qualified players. All the qualified players, using the momentum from Friday, they went through the top 8. So today, top 8, we already started. This is right now the game 3 is underway. Colento is fighting to survive versus Well, actually, we can see versus Stanislav Sivka, a great player from Czech Republic, and we had Impact versus Lothar. Lothar won. So I expect a lot of amazing games, and I can't wait for the final and to crown another winner.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was speaking with the other boys from the Hearthstone community and asking them, do you fear someone? Do you have someone in particular that you're afraid to play against? They say no one. They say everyone can play the same. The game is the same. They only think about the matches, and it's really a testament to those guys from the qualifiers that the pro players respect them so much and think that they are capable of defeating them. That I really feel this is really great, really great. The Hearthstone game and the community has evolved so much.
Yeah.
And it's really looking at
the
a bright future.
The level of players right now is insane. Like those guys really think ahead, like many turns, and how they play, how they think about the game, how they prepare the matchups, how they prepare the lineups. It's on a very high level. So like if somebody is not being prepared, like we've seen Lothar versus Impact. Like Impact had a bit of party time yesterday. Lothar was really focused and prepared, and Lothar won 3-0 versus Impact. So the practice and preparation really shows in the matches.
Okay, so. Okay. Anyways, we don't have video, but we'll continue with the interview and then we'll put something over it. Very sorry about this, but I guess we'll make do with what we have. So, about the tournament, what are the most popular decks right now?
The most popular decks are like Control Warrior is very popular. Green Patron Warrior is really popular. We have a lot of druids. We have a lot of mages. Freeze Mage is super strong and really popular. Like a lot of people bring it. Rogue is less popular, but I've seen a lot of rogue matches before. Priest is gone. Shaman is gone. Hunter is still alright. We see some Hunter, but like Warrior, Mage, and Druid are still kings of the tournament.
Yeah, I feel like if Blizzard nerfs Hunter, it will be the end of the game. Everyone plays Hunter right now, so it's really hard. Okay, what are your top 3 favorite decks? Not maybe the ones you have the most win rate with, but the ones you enjoy playing the most.
I like aggro, so but it really like I'm a guy who really enjoys playing the strongest deck at the moment. So if the Face Hunter is the strongest deck, I really enjoy Face Hunter. If Control Warrior is the strongest deck, I will really enjoy Control Warrior. If the Druid midrange is the strongest, I will enjoy Druid midrange. So like I'm more about like just playing the strongest deck at a time. That I'm not sure if it's cool or not, because I know like a lot of people, like let's say they love Paladin. Even if it's not strong, they still enjoy Paladin. They try to succeed with Paladin. I like Paladin when Paladin is strong. When Paladin is weak, I will not like playing the deck.
All right. If you could guess one player to win this tournament, who would it be?
I have a feeling that Lothar is going to take it, even though I would say Firebad and Kolento are favorite. Kolento is losing right now versus Stanislav Sivka, but maybe he'll actually turn around. So I would say normally it would be Kolento versus Firebad, and Firebad taking the event because he's really prepared. But like from my heart, I think Lothar is on a roll. He has momentum. He might take this event. All
right. So thank you for this interview. You can say whatever you want to your fans, to your friends, family, shout outs, anything.
A shout out to the team, to Cloud9, and shout out to our sponsors. Thank you so much for supporting the team and me personally as well. Without you, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Thank you very much, Gnimsh. Have a nice day, man.
Thank you.
Okay. It was how did you find the interview?